You on this victorious day. And how many of you know that it is a victorious day? Why? Because we said so. Because we said so. So, how is everyone doing today? I'm a little trying to I know what I want to do. Hold on 1 second, please. Because if I don't put on Do Not Disturb, I promise you, we will be disturbed. And we don't want to be disturbed, right? So, again, how are you on this victorious day in the Lord? I'm trying to fix my necklace. God is so amazing. Isn't he? God is so amazing. Let me put my glasses on. God is so amazing. Say it with me. God is so amazing. So, the reason why I am saying this as much as I am saying it today is because, you know what? I woke up this morning and I'm going to be fully transparent with you, as I always am. But I'm finding that the more you share, because let me tell you, I'm talking all in circles, but I'm really not. For me, when I wake up, I get it going. Like, I speak into my life. I decree and declare what kind of day I'm going to have. I pray and thank God. I mean, I really, get my whole head together. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I have really come to understand more and more. It's not fully, but more and more, I'm really understanding that media is a stronghold. There are enemies, okay? There are enemies sat right there to prevent you from getting knowledge of self, really prevent you from being your best self, trying to really, just station there. That is a place. The Lord said that the enemy has blinded the minds. He said, Jesus said to, what did I say? The sages of the ages, the Pharisees and the Sadducees. He said, you don't want to enter in, and you're blocking everyone else from entering in. That is so true. This is why we are seeing what we're seeing. People are not having any regard for their own life. And because they don't love themselves, they can't love another person. It's very challenging. It's very hard. And I believe that this has always been here. There's nothing new under the sun. People are like, oh, a portal was open and all that. I don't believe that. What I believe is that this was a set time for things to be revealed. So if you want to say portals, then you must be talking about media. Because see, the internet, as it is amazing. I love the internet. I love media. It's funny because that's exactly where God had put me, right? He has placed me. It's awesome. You use it like it should be used, and it will do what it needs to do. And then there are people who are using it as it should be used for, oh, that's what happened. Something, my girl, anywho, sorry. And then there are people who use it for what they want to use it for, which is evil. So, and they connect. When you align with other believers, there are people out here that don't believe, so they align as well. And those people they're constantly, there are giants, not giants like how should I say, there are giants, major corporations that own media. They own a whole lot of stuff, and they own media. So they decide what can go out and what can't go out. Oh, it goes very deep. I'm not getting ready to go into all that right now, but what I'm saying is, because they control the narrative, they cannot control the flow of the internet. They had been trying, okay, for years, but they're like, no, leave the internet open. So instead, what they do is other things. And one of the things, the flip side of it is, yeah, you're leaving it open for people to have full access and all of those things for free. Here's the situation with that. It's helping those people that are who got major issues, that are immature, that are ignorant. Because see, when you're ignorant, it means that you're void of knowledge of self. Okay, and so those people don't know who they are, so they line up with other people who don't know who they are, causing them to come together, and then they form a whole bond. It's so funny. It's just like a weed. Plant a weed in the ground, and the weed comes up alongside the wheat. And what happens is the weed starts looking just like the wheat, and it becomes strong. You see trees? There are so many trees out here that are not real trees. They're really weeds that grew up because they suck the soil. Same nutrients as the weed, as the wheat. Same nutrients. And it grew. And it's strong. The difference is you do see what's a tree and what's a weed eventually. But anywho, I'm saying this to say that so it causes people to come together who are ignorant. And ignorance is running rampant because they don't have knowledge of self. They don't know who they are. So what are they doing? They're screaming loud. And then you have the immature believers. And I'm calling them immature because they're running scared. And they want to line up and give glory to the enemy of your soul. They're like, oh, you know what? Because the enemy is doing this, and the enemy is doing that, and the enemy is doing this, and the enemy is doing that, and the enemy got this. And I mean, given so much power in their words to the enemy of their soul that it's causing this behavior to increase. It's like race to the bottom to the top. So everything that's ignorant, dumb, low level, this is what you're seeing on a consistent basis, and it is in your face, and people will say, well, I'm not going to judge. I'm not judging anyone. So because I'm not judging anyone, that's their life. Yes, no, listen, you are a believer, okay? And what you do is you pray against that. You pray against that. You don't line up with that. You don't say, oh, that's true, I'm not going to judge, because no, you have to judge. And you have to judge. The difference is you're righteously judging. They're not, because they're not in right standing, but you're in right standing and you know right from wrong. And you're going to have to speak against that. And speaking against that is praying. It's praying. But people are okay with their ignorance because they're getting it misconstrued. They're saying, oh, well, you know what? They're authentic. They're just being themselves. No, they being themselves. Wrong. It's ignorance. How is it that you're going to grow? Learn. Because here's the thing. Those people that are acting in this very low level behavior, and there's an audience for it. There's always been an audience for it. The thing is, it was contained. It wasn't exposed to the TV. And then I'm kind of feeling like it's a trick that have to happen. So get you to believe that television and celebrity status and all that is like up there with someone with their a scholar. right? So that way, when you look on TV and it's shaping and molding and telling you how to think and how to believe and how to be, because this person has a huge platform, it's, oh, I'm better than you. I'm this, I'm that. So now you have the internet and you have different levels of media. So because you have different levels of media, you have people that really are like, okay, there's an audience for that. And it is. It is. But for you, believer, it should not. Okay? That's not your audience. That's not your conversation. Do not waste your time on things that you know is too low for you. So, with that being said, moving on. I don't know how I got to all of that. But what I was saying, oh, yeah, because I was talking about just how powerful media is. And so for me, I woke up this morning. I wake up like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, sometimes 3. Between 3 and 5, I'm up. Full on up like I am right now. Isn't that crazy? And but in that time, that's when you meditate. That's when you pray. That's when you speak. You know, you pray. Pray really hard. Speak what it is that you want, and pray against things that are coming against you, your family, and not even coming against. I should say that as your family moves forward, as you move forward, even like with me, like I'm sharing with you right now, you know what? I'm doing another business venture, not another business venture. So God called me to speak. So I'm taking my speaking to another level. And because I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to go and do all the things that God has called me to do. All of a sudden, what happens? What shows up? Attacks. Oh, well, you know, you don't have this. You don't have that. You really can't do this. If you do that, you can't have this. And then what? You know, and blah, blah. And it's like, what? And I'm going to tell you something. This is why I could stand here and talk to you, because I experience it. My stuff is not, oh, theory, it sounds good, blah, blah. No. If Yolanda's not going through it or have not gone through it, then I am in conversations with people that are going through, and I'm able to speak to it. Okay, so, as soon as you say you want to do something, the next voice pops up, you can't. And all the reasons why you can't. I was like, wow, maybe I shouldn't. And I pondered this for a minute, and let me tell you something. Then, when you attach yourself to that negative, those 2 negative words, you can't. When you attach your thoughts to that, you know, it knocks on the door, and you open it, and it's supposed to keep going. When you open the door and it comes and it sits down and asks for some water, now it's time to fight. Now they're in your house. Now those self-defeating words are in your house, and now you have to come for it. And I mean come hard, like this is your house. But you let them in. So now you have to beat those words back. You have to demolish them with the word of God. What you have in your soul, what's in your house. Ooh. What's in your house? You have those words in your house to defeat the words of you can't. Who do you think you are? You don't have enough money, education, connection, information, all of those things. Because that's exactly what comes out. You don't. You can't. You're not. And when they all come in and sit at the table, now it's on. now they're in the living room, they're in the dining room, they're in the family room, they're in the basement, they're in the bedroom, in the bathroom, on the terrace, backyard, like it's on. They're all in your space because you let them into your intimate space, those self-defeating words. And what do? You push them back. You fight them back. This is why it is so important as a believer to stick to the word of God, to read the word on a consistent basis and study the word and just allow the Holy Spirit to bring to your remembrance those keys that you need to lock that door and demolish what is trying to get in. Or, what has gotten into your psyche, and now you have to remove it. But like I said, the only reason why you're getting that is because you're moving forward. See, I'm making moves forward. And because I'm moving forward, I'm pushing things out the way. I'm knocking down those things that are trying to stop me. That, it's so funny because the Lord has given us everything. Our steps are ordered. Our steps are ordered. So because our steps are ordered, that means that even if we're sitting on the step, come on, y'all, you know how I do. Even if you're sitting at the 6th step and you need to go to the 7th step, walk up the stairs, right? Step number 7, there was something on the step. And now it's, well, you know what? That door is not open. I'm not ready. Maybe it's not my time. Guess what? You always know when it's your time. You know when you know it's your time? When you take your foot and move into that step, move into that realm, and you put your hand to the door to turn the door, to unlock the door. Or whatever you set your hand to do shall prosper. So as soon as you take the step and the action of unlocking the door, guess what? There's no, the first thing is not a welcoming committee, okay? The cute, you know how you see TV and they have the people, the nosy people on the block, and they're coming with the pie and the meatloaf and whatever else, their cookies, right? And in all actuality, you see the deception? In all actuality, they want to get in your business. They want to be able to know who you are before you know who they are. Those are the ones you got to watch, right? The deceiving ones. But what I'm saying is, it's the same thing. You're coming in, yeah, welcome committee, but the welcome committee is shady. And that's how you know you're in the right place, that you just made the right move. And there's a pushback. Yeah, you know what? And of course it's scary and you're nervous. And you know why you're scared and you're nervous? Because you're still embracing the knowledge about yourself from a place of darkness. Because we have to remember. We have to remember, and this is what I'm saying too, to myself, we have to remember that greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. And I literally said that this morning. I said, oh no, wait a minute. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. That whatever I set my hand to do shall prosper. Oh, no, 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 no. You have no power and no authority to even talk to me. What is this? What is this? Oh no, go back to the pit of hell where you belong. Like, I was just speaking. Oh no, 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 no. I'm the head, never the tail. I owe no man nothing but love. Like, I'm just, because these are the things, these are the words that are coming at you as you're moving. Like, you're walking and it's like the wind, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And like I said, I'm giving all kinds of scenarios. But, yeah, it's like, listen, no. We're not having that. Nope, this is not what we're doing. Nope. You're not going to stop the will of God. And for me, it's remembering my power, remembering who I am, remembering that I'm not in this alone. And that's what I said this morning as well. Lo, he is with me always. He is the one, the Lord, my God, who called me out of darkness into his glorious light to carry the glory of the Lord. Oh no, I don't fail. I don't miss anything. Because to say that I'm missing something or I missed out on something means that God is not who he is. And we all know that is a lie from the pit of hell. I miss nothing. My steps are already ordered. I will get to experience everything that the Lord has for me. Why? Because I carry the glory. Why? Because I am not doing this alone. I am not by myself. God and I are one. And whatever I say comes back. Why? Because when I open my mouth, it is the word of the Lord in all of the atmosphere that speaks. Amen. And his word that comes out of my mouth does not return void. So guess what? After you say all that, now you can lie down. Like I went back and was like, yeah, let me take a little nap. Because this is crazy. Like, what? No. You're not going to hold me back. I'm moving forward. I have people that's attached to me. And this is the thing. We have gifts and talents that are to be delivered in this generation. So to sit down on your gift is disrespectful. It is disrespectful to the kingdom of heaven. It is disrespectful to this generation that we're in. Could you imagine if people who were blessed to bring their healing energy and what they have discovered to cure certain diseases, could you imagine if they were sitting there allowing the enemy of their soul to stop them? To start telling them, Booker T. Washington. Booker T. Washington did over 200 things with peanuts. Over 200 with peanuts. What? And he didn't even have the knowledge, or I should say he had the knowledge. He didn't have the tools or the support. And racist, we still know racism exists, okay? So, no, I'm talking about in your face. Forget the laws. They haven't been put in place yet. They were just in your face with their ignorance and their disrespect. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to sit here and I'm going to meditate with the Lord because he will give me what it is I need. And he did. And here we are with all types of things from peanuts. I'm not going to go into it, but I would like for you to investigate that on your own. Because, listen, the Lord, when he gives us an assignment, it's not he's standing here. And listen, I am guilty of it too. And this is why it's so important to stay in the word. And I do stay in the word. But in addition to that, it's, okay, well, I'm doing this. Yes, but you're not alone. God called me to do this. You hear something, he'll say, I need for you to do X, Y, and Z, give you a whole list of things that you're going to do. And immediately you're excited. Okay, I'm going to do this. But then the next thing is, well, I don't know how that could possibly happen. I don't understand. I don't have the knowledge. Listen, we already are equipped to do everything that God has called us to do. Everything that the Lord has called us to do, we have that in us to do it. There is no stopping us. There is no stopping us. Say it. It is established in the earth. Put your hand to it. Because whatever it is that you say becomes law. And then it's established in the earth. all of heaven and earth conspire to bring it to earth. And the light of heaven shines upon your ways. That's why he says your steps are ordered. So because our steps are ordered by the Lord, wherever we go, his word, right, is a light unto our path and a lamp unto our feet, right? You know, I'm telling you, I always twist those two up. His word, excuse me. I am already in Psalms. I'm at Psalms 103. So let's look at Psalms. Where is... This is not... See, this is why you just got to pull out your book. I'm trying to look on the iPad, but that is not working. Okay, so Psalms 119. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. Your word. So as we speak the word, guess what? All of creation, which is earnestly waiting for us to stand in our power and our authority, to give correction in the earth so that way the earth can flow the way the Lord originally has put it to do. Come on, this is our generation. The generation that we're in, us. This is the moment. This is the time that the earth has been waiting. This moment that we're in. This is why I don't knock the next generation. I really don't, because they're doing great things. They are just snatching and grabbing, and when I say snatching and grabbing, I mean like, yes, this is it. It's my time. Yes, 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 yes. And they are doing it, and they're setting up systems because other systems are crumbling. They are crumbling because it cannot go into this millennium. And see, the awesome thing about that is that people are still hanging on to those old things. You can't hang on to those old things. That's like wilderness, right? So what was going on back then, everything that you knew and had back then cannot survive in this place. Is a different atmosphere. It's a different time. And these systems are set up for us. This is our time. This is our time. So this is the time to take the knowledge. We are 23 years into the millennium. So take the time, really take the time and learn new skills. Take the time to get new information because the Lord has ordered your steps. He has ordered your steps to do great things. The reason why you're still here is because what you have, this generation needs. You have what this generation needs. That's why you're still here. You must give birth to it. You must give birth to it. And of course, there will be confusion. And that's another thing. I was like, oh no, confusion, that is not of God. And so when there's confusion, when there is attacks, try and remember, and I mean, please try and remember that you are exactly where you need to be. That's why you're experiencing what you're experiencing. And you don't have to, because all you have to do is remove those things. And you know how you remove them? By speaking the word. That's how powerful you are. Speak the word. It must bow down to you because it has no power. You just gave it power by it saying one thing to you, and then you say yes. Say no. And speak right to it. So that way it cannot take over. It cannot come into your psyche and stifle you. Because that's what it's here to do. It's here to stifle you. And who has time for that? We don't have time for that, right? And I want to share this with you, that if you are experiencing this, if you are having these problems like being awakened in the middle of the night, and fear is come upon you, and confusion, and just worry, download the app. Download my app. Download my app. And if you're in New York, tune me on, because I made it so that I come on in the middle of the night, because it's the middle of the night that these attacks be going on. And the reason why is because it wants to break your rest. So now you don't have energy for the next day. That's what that is. But no. No. We know who we are. Right, people? We know who we are. And we have power and authority. We have power and authority in this earth to do great things, to be great. That's it. That's who we are. And we're not going to allow anything or anyone or whatever to try and stop us. No. No. God is with you. Hear what I'm saying to you. God is with you, and you fail not. You fail not. He is with you. He is the one who began this in you. How did you get here? He placed you here for this generation. And here's the thing. You said yes. You said yes in heaven. You said yes. And that's why you're here in this generation and not the generation to come or the one that passed. You're here now because you said yes. So that means that what you're carrying, your gift, your talents, your ability, your mindset, your attitude, everything about you is perfect to give birth to what it is that you need to do. See, the thing is, because there's so much information coming at you, it causes people to be stifled. People start to question their worth. And that's exactly what the enemy wants. He wants people to question their worth. And even if you are okay with your worth, then it's, well, will God do what he said he'll do? Yeah, he will. Because the day that you came into this earth, it was on. From day one. He said, I knew you. I knew you before you got here. And because I knew you before you got here, what do you think? That I'm just going to leave you? No. That's religion. That's what religion says. Religion has you to believe that, you're doing this by yourself. And then you happen to turn around, you see the Lord and go, oh, okay, come on, Lord. No, that's not happening. He's with you. He's with you. And I really, and I mean this, I really believe that when we lack information for the next phase in our life, for the next dimension in our life, that's where the frustration, anxiety, and self-worth come in, because now it's, okay, I'm in this space and I've done everything. I planted, I've sown, and now I'm in this space and I'm like, okay, where's the information? Like, what's happening? And God is like, okay, you're ready. Take in new information. I'm going to send this one. I'm going to send that one. I'm going to point you here. I'm going to point you there, because we have to remember that He began the work in us. He brought us to this season, this time in our life. It is He who has ordered our steps. It is His word that gives a lamp to our feet and a light unto our path. His word, the word that we have in us. So don't believe for 1 minute that you're by yourself. And the Lord's light that shines from within and it shines out and bright, it draws the people to you. When you step in your power, when you step in your authority, when you say yes, everybody that's attached to you, good and evil, shows up. Okay? The key thing is to stay with your mind straight on the target, which is doing the will and purpose that you were put in this earth to do. And when that is your focus, those things that show up, those nasty words, those self-defeating words, your bank account is being funny, your relationships are being funny, guess what? You're standing like this, and as you're walking, you're going to be slapping this, slapping that, slapping this, and slapping that. It cannot stick to you. It cannot stay with you. It gets, as you're walking, it's being attached to wherever the heck it came from. It cannot harm or hurt you. Stay focused. Keep going. Keep going, because you are winning. Okay? All right. So, listen. I want you, please, hear what I'm saying. I want you to know that you are great in this earth. That your life matters. That you will do great things. And that right now you are doing great things. And the first step is that you're listening to me. And because you hear me, that means that the Lord wants you to do something great. Download the app. Download the app. Get the free resources and become better in your life. And what I say to you is, don't just take in the resources. Don't just eat, burp, get up and walk away from the table. Leave a tip. Leave a tip. Sow into what just poured into you. There always has to be an exchange. Always. There always has to be an exchange. And if you wrote a book, if you have something great that you want to talk about and share with my audience, my huge audience, look, go to the app, hit apply. I want to see you. I want to see you sitting down. Let's talk about that. Let's share your greatness as well. It's all about partnerships and collaboration. Okay, so please share the video, download the app, say yes to you today. You are a unique individual and you have purpose. There is a need that only you can fulfill. Today, allow your dreams to be bigger than your fears, your actions louder than your words, and your faith stronger than your feelings. Why settle for no when yes is a